Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense will have the football first. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he wins the Heisman.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some...
Oh, he's got some space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab past the marker. On the move at the 30. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Stanford's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting it.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, but oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking for room, it's Irvin. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. DB's right up on the receivers. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Lopez wants to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Schiff. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Just keeps slinging it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Here goes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. To the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Schiff. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Can't make the connection in the... It's putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh! Dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch called for and made. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride inside the 20. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. The running back has it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The option look. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Lopez to pass. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a junior. This guy has unbelievable talent.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away, live to fight another down.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll run this play from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Goss. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
They'll run the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Lopez wants to fire. Hauls it in. And he
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Brown wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw again. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's Johnson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Ship. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, North Carolina! They wanted to finish, and that they
That is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting... pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
Makes the grab on the shot. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Makes the catch. It's Irvin. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Brown wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's shipped. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lopez wants to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Stanford, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Brown will throw it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, it's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Oh, he got loose. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Lopez to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's gone. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. Bringing the heat. Caught near the sideline. It's gone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Davis. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cardinal come to the line needing a few inches to move the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Gain of 18.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Going up top again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to set up the screen. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Lopez to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. What? Nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quick touch pass to the receiver. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.